And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away. Know what I say? She can't control. She don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I love it up. Get the ammo and I stick it up. I grab shots on the top of shots. I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. We got Tony here. What's up, bro?
What's up, dudes? Friday, ready for the weekend.
Friday?
Yeah, I feel all right Friday.
All right. And our super producer, hello,
world.
Everyone's pumped, right?
Everyone's pumped, dude. Our prediction so far is coming true, bro. Oh God, dude. This guy.
I was just messing with y'all.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Barnes is feeling good a little early on this Friday.
No. What it was, honestly, I was just going to tell a quick story. Just tell me how ridiculous this is. If you guys could just spare me 45 seconds. So I'm listening to the fan this morning.
You didn't let us answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay?
Well,
United
45
seconds.
States
so
of Barnes.
obviously you're familiar with the fans morning program, Boomer and Gio.
Right.
So there was a caller. Long story short, next week they're having a boat party in New York where they're going to have all fans somewhere. I forgot where in New York exactly it is. So somebody had asked to get married at the boat party. So they said, yes, we're going to have CBS Sports Network televise it and everything. They're all excited.
That's dope.
But then that person called into Carton and Roberts asking Craig Carton, because I guess he's has a certification to marry people, to say, oh, will you officiate the wedding? And then Carton, you know how he loves stirring up controversy and stuff. And he's like, just honestly tell me the truth. Did you like Boomer and Carton better or Boomer and Gio? She says, oh, I love Gio, but she does the but and says that she always loved Boomer and Carton. So literally Gio, dead ass, on the air, says that he's so hurt and tells her the wedding's off, they can't do it, and cancels it on air and says, yeah, we're not doing it. You're a fraud. Dude, are you kidding? Tell me how weak that is coming from WFAN.
Does he actually
No, he's dead serious.
It's not going to happen now.
He's like, oh, now I'm having flashbacks when I first started. Everyone said they liked Carton better. This is setting me back. It's dude, you've been on the job for 3 years. She said she liked you. She said she just liked that grouping better. You're going to take it that personally? You should resign right now. Honestly, that's my opinion. I don't know.
Honestly,
that's embarrassing.
Dude, I really hope he didn't actually cancel his wedding.
No, they did.
They actually did.
100%.
That's
100% did.
Mike, is that not the weakest thing you've ever heard?
Mary material.
No, dude.
Who's that?
Anthony looks so cute.
It's my mom.
Your mother.
It's my mom.
Oh, Mary.
Thanks for tuning in. Michael, though, honestly. weakest thing you've ever heard?
Mom.
Very unprofessional or no?
Dude, ridiculously unprofessional. I wish we were at his level so we could do the wedding for them.
Yeah.
You'd be a great.
I'd officiate a wedding.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
dude.
you'd be great.
But
dude, what a jerk off.
Honestly, that's really
he should
what's
be
his
fired.
name?
Dude,
What's his
Greg
name?
Fired.
Giannotti. And he's one of those guys, he took over a couple years ago, like I said. And I've always I don't hate him, but he just the way he talks, very full of himself. And it's I don't know. It's gonna take a little time to beat. Oh, he's the guy on the bottom.
Yeah.
On the second row, the second one from the left. The second row.
With his hands up.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
You gotta chill.
So he's a Carlin.
You look kind of resembles Carlin.
Yeah, he's
with
better
hair.
than Carlin, but it's just be you. Don't try to top Carton. I don't know. I just had to say it.
No, dude, you're totally right. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, and we would never do something on that show. Let's say Tolly said, dude. "Oh, I like Tony so much better than Barnes. I'm gonna just walk out and rage."
Right?
Is that what I'm gonna do?
Grow up, dude. That's what you're professional.
Yeah,
come on.
Exactly. That being said, let's start in the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chases Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna. The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
All right.
All right, dude. Come
last
on.
night, another
Feel-good
great
Friday.
game. It's a feel-good Friday. At the end of the day, Tony, it's Yankees 5, Mariners 3, and Joey Gallo has his Yankee moment. And Michael, not to put you on the spot here,
I'll get it.
can
Yeah.
you get the Gallo home run?
Yeah, keep talking about it. I'll get it.
Oh, he's a pro. Get it.
But,
Better than
you know,
Gio.
that being said as well, setting the tone early, your guy, Nestor Cortez,
baby.
nothing too flashy,
Right.
But 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks, another no decision. He has a 0-0 record. It feels like he's pitched 60 innings this year.
I wonder, actually, you think? I don't know about
at
60.
least 45,
At least,
50.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's a little odd. But, he gives them what they need early. They were down, I think it was 2-1 because they were up 1-0, then down 2-1, and then down 3-2. And that set the stage for Joey Gallo, 7th inning. Play the tape, Michael.
Yeah.
Bounces it.
High fly ball. Down the line. Haniger on the track at the wall. See ya!
Wow, Yankee Stadium's hype, dude.
Signature
If we didn't know better, we would think this was a playoff.
Yeah, honestly.
His first blast as a Yankee, and it gives them a 5.
He was like, I don't know.
Look at Gardner, your boy, dude. That's why he's there, baby. He loves to give people the fist. That's why he's there.
Gallo had gotten off to a slow start, but like Michael Kay had said later on in the broadcast, that was really his Yankee moment. So really just kind of got the monkey off his back, and overall 3 for 4 last night. So it just shows like how ridiculous it was, how long they waited to get these lefty bats in. We've seen Rizzo and Gallo in the last couple of days, both homer to right field. It's like, I mean, it just makes too much sense. I mean, when it comes down to it, it really does.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was Gallo's night last night. You mentioned him kind of starting slow with the Yankees, but I think now that he finally got his first home run as a Yankee, I think it's just going to start pouring on.
Right, and then the double as well last night, 3 hits overall. It's funny looking at that. Obviously, of course, over the years, I've watched a ton of Yankee games at the stadium. I don't know if I've ever seen someone go. It seemed like he was hitting a pitching wedge.
Oh, no, he went golf for that one. That ball was so high. He just made it out,
Yeah.
He was even looking at it like, I don't know.
I know. It looked like he was at the driving range when he hit it.
Looked like Mike out there.
But,
first of all, I drove him straight and I drove him good.
But, it was just nice to see the crowd really into it. I guess they announced 33,000 last night. So
that's great.
Granted, it's a Thursday, it's Seattle, and stuff isn't back to 100%. Not everybody wants to go to the ballpark like they would, a couple of years ago. So I think that's a pretty good crowd for a Thursday night against Seattle.
Yeah,
and I think I feel like that really energizes the players, honestly.
Of course. Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course it does. Especially, I mean, obviously Yankee fans are getting more hype now that the Yankees have been playing so well since the trade deadline and since the All-Star break. And I mean, obviously having fans there, you can see the Yankees are having fun in the dugout.
And it's funny too, because I have to say, I was always a guy who said, okay, like, home field advantage. I mean, does it really matter that much? Like, the better team's going to win the game. But last year with no fans in the stands, that really made me realize just a cricket Yankee Stadium is not the same like it is. They call it the Bronx Zoo.
No, yeah. I'm surprised that you even thought that, Barnes.
I have to say, I mean, I thought it regular season.
Right. Okay,
postseason, I always can see how we bring it. I mean, I was the guy, Garrett, we've been over it. Prefer says, well, I'm not Joey Gallo. I'm Joey Gallo. Could you explain that?
My Cousin Vinny reference.
My Cousin
Have
Vinny.
you seen My Cousin Vinny?
I've seen
you like
parts
Joe
of it.
Pesci?
I'm okay.
That
I'm a Pesci guy.
hilarious.
I'm a Pesci guy.
You gotta be a Pesci guy.
And I do like those movies. The names escape me, but what's like the big with Pesci in it? What's like the big
like
movie?
Goodfellas,
Casino, dude. Yes,
dude.
I like that stuff. That stuff is good, is it not?
No, it's great.
Have you guys
It's
done
great,
a screen
dude.
time on those?
We did mob movies. Yeah,
you did. Okay, how long ago was this?
I want to say it's like our second or third episode. It was a while ago. Dude.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the most fun thing to talk about.
Yeah,
of course.
I would say the most fun. The most fun, dude. Nothing else is more
Nothing
fun.
more fun except sports.
Bottom got organic comedy.
Organic.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And of course, I'm gonna look like a fool here again. It just came out like last year. What's the movie that's it was half on Netflix, half in the theaters with Pesci and Pacino?
Oh, The Irishman.
Yes. What was your thoughts there?
Honestly, I thought it was a little long.
Okay.
Kind of dragged on a little bit. I mean, great story, obviously. But I thought it was a little lengthy and boring at times. So
yeah. But I was a little surprised. Like, of course, I guess it was De Niro always had to listen to his boss and how he killed like his good friend at the end there.
No, it is a great story. It really is.
Kind of caught me a little bit. I have to say. I wasn't expecting. Oh yeah, like good to see you. Like they're in the car hanging out. Oh yeah, I think he's right in there. Like just done.
Barnes likes that.
Yeah.
Barnes likes that.
But that being said, back to the game. So obviously Gallo has his moment, but Chapman almost gives Yankee fans a heart attack in the ninth inning. I believe it was the first and third they had because he had a hit, a walk, and he only threw 14 out of 30 pitches for strikes. He was getting the slider over more than he was the four-seam fastball, but nice to see him work because I have to say, geez, here we go.
Yeah.
And Mitch Haniger, their best hitter's up, hits one deep to the track and left. Probably had a couple feet to spare.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's tough for Chapman. I mean, it is nice to see him battle through it, but I just want to say his location on his fastball.
Yeah, enough with the fingernail. Like I don't want to hear anything.
Is that still the word?
I mean, I haven't heard it recently, but that was always the thing.
That was always the thing, which is like, dude.
I mean,
clip it. Put a Band-Aid on it.
Because I was saying this to someone this morning, like, it's just, I don't care. I mean, of course I care, but it's like, if he's going to give up a home run and they lose the game, that's fine. But I don't want to just give them free bases and then we lose that way. Because there was a time a few years ago, the Red Sox against the Yankees had a walk-off walk, and it's like from Chapman. It's like, Can't do that, dude. Embarrassing. But at the end of the day, it was exciting. It was riveting. They get the win. Stanton, 2 for 4, 6 for 12 his last 3 games. Some signs of life after not looking ready to hit, for a month plus at least. And Odor, 2 for 2. One thing with Odor, though, and we touched on this a little bit, I think yesterday or the day before. Why is he playing third base? Like LeMahieu can play third base. Second, why would he play third and have LeMahieu play second?
I don't know.
And
that's what I mean.
He's made an error.
Yeah.
And last night he almost made another error, but Rizzo scooped it out for the first out of the ninth. It's like they just are saying, we want him to be able to play third, but it's like, dude, you're in the playoffs. You're not taking Urshela out for 1 second.
Yeah, no way. So what's the point? Yeah, like why? Why, dude? It's just bad management.
And I said this yesterday with Heaney and some of the other stuff and Davis. It's just like, at least if I could see where they're coming from, not that I agree with it, I would be like somewhat okay with it, but it just infuriates me because I just don't see any sort of reason why they would do that. I mean, it's hard to take that on the chin.
I could not think of a reasonable explanation.
Yeah. Let's just have him in a tight race. Let's just have him learn a new position. Yeah. I mean, Michael. I mean, anything? Is it Cashman just being stupid?
It sucks he made those moves because I wish he was fired.
Yeah, but maybe. But again, he's not getting fired if they win the World Series. So I guess we got to live with Brain for the rest of our lives, unfortunately.
What a dumb name.
But that being said, it's the third straight win. It's 18 out of 26, and it's the first time this season that they're 10 games over 500. So obviously you feel good about that. A is off last night, so they pick up a half game. Now a game and a half behind that second wild card, and 4 games back of Boston for the first wild card. And how about 5 games back in the loss column with the Rays? So, I mean, really not that out of reach after a couple weeks ago being 10 games back of Boston.
No, definitely not. I mean, I think we mentioned the other day, to say that they can win this division is not a crazy thing to say. It's not out of reach for them at all.
Yeah. And it's just like when you can do things right and get contributions that clearly weren't there before. And LeMahieu, I think last night only went 1 for 5, but it does seem like he's getting there. And then anything that Luke Voigt can give you when he comes back, whether he's off the bench or part-time DH, I mean, it's just, I think that the ceiling is pretty high here. But the only thing that they really have to deal with, I think their biggest nemesis here is COVID, honestly, because Cole, Montgomery, and then Sanchez yesterday. So now you're going to have the Rob Brantley, Higashioka combo. Don't love it. But I think they can get through it, though. Just because I think what helps him get through it even more, which is kind of funny, is like because Sanchez has these runs where he doesn't get a hit anyway, like I don't think you're going to notice that big of a difference. And I mean, Higashioka, after a really hot start, has really struggled. So it's like, is he maybe due to walk into a couple?
No, I was just about to say that. I mean, we've seen what Higgy could do. And I think maybe getting him more reps, more at bats now that Sanchez is on kind of the COVID IL here. I think you would see him improve as he gets more looks on the plate.
So, we'll see what happens there. Series does continue tonight, 7:05 on Yes. Marco Gonzales versus Wandy Peralta. Has he ever started a game in his career?
Peralta?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude. That, to my knowledge.
I mean, we got a Fangraphs it.
A baseball reference.
But it's just Tony. I mean, how is Debbie Garcia not a better option? Honestly, the Wandy Peralta. After you use Green, you use Chapman, and you use Britton last night. So Loaizaga is the only fresh reliever you have. Chapman's unavailable. He threw 30 pitches. Green pitched 2 innings.
Debbie.
Come on, dude.
Oh.
But this falls in line with what I just said. No career starts too on top of it. So he's literally going an inning or two.
Yeah.
His ERA this season is 5.26. Last 7 games, 8.10. And with the Yankees, his ERA is 5.19. 10 runs in 17 and 3rd innings. I mean, that's setting yourself up to fail. It
is a little bit, dude.
And I think it speaks volumes that I would, in a heartbeat, have Michael King in the spot over him. I swear to God.
I mean, I would too, dude.
Well, of course.
Come on.
But
honestly, no. What are you going to say?
I was just going to say, trying to make sense of it could you give me anything as to, is it as simple as they just want a bullpen game and they just want to start with him and he's just coming back, get some type of innings from him?
I would say that they want to get him some experience starting in bullpen games like this, and given the fact that they probably have some confidence in their run support at this point, they're gonna give him a shot.
Yeah, but I mean that pretty weak. As far as they're concerned.
Well, I mean, what do you want from me, dude?
No, not you. I'm saying that.
No, that is kind of a freaking weak reason to do it. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't think it's time to be playing around with things like that,
Well, honestly, though, if the Mets did something similar, I mean, you'd be pissed. No?
Yeah, dude, especially now where the Mets are and even where the Yankees are, there's no time to be, putting Odor at third base, just play the players, play the teams that you have, make good moves, dude. I
mean, in looking at this, I mean, you're pretty much going to have a combination of Wandy Peralta, Albert Abreu, Clay Holmes, and Lucas Licky. Maybe Jolie Rodriguez. I mean, this has disaster.
Who are we talking about, dude? Yeah. Abreu, I like, dude.
No, I love Abreu. Yeah. I mean, I wish they would give him a full start, but that he's just going to go an inning, maybe 2. But I think this is a game that has to be won on offense, and I think they have a decent shot because Marco Gonzales sucks.
Exactly. No, I mean, like I said, I think that's the only really reasonable explanation the Yankees maybe have for doing something like this, where they have a strong feeling that their offense is going to be hammering Gonzales, which I think is very probable.
And then maybe law of averages, Peralta actually has some type of good so push comes to shove. What are you forecasting for tonight?
I'd say Yankees win 7-4.
Okay.
How's that?
I like that.
Right?
And but first, says Wandy Peralta has not pitched a clean inning since he started pitching for the Yankees. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Sounds about right, dude.
So Buffer knows what we're talking about.
He knows what he's talking about.
Now 7-4, is it Gallo again? Rizzo maybe another?
Oh, across. I say, I would say Gallo hits maybe a solo shot. Rizzo maybe an RBI double. Judge with a home run.
LeMahieu a couple hits. Yeah, I know we've been agreeing a lot lately, but I like this 7-4 margin. I guess Loaizaga get for the save? Maybe a 6 or 9 out save potentially.
Yeah, a 9 out save.
Because I think you got to save him for later. Don't pitch him early because then to have Joey Peralta close out this game or Clay Holmes is disaster written all over it.
Exactly. So,
all right, keep the good times rolling, Michael. Anything,
baby?
Me?
Yeah, Michael.
I would say Yankees 15-3.
Wow. Okay.
Keep the good times going.
Keep the good times going. And then just quickly, before we switch gears here, Saturday 105, Flexen versus Heaney. I mean, this is another bloodbath, is it not?
Oh, dude. Heaney.
It's really embarrassing. It really is.
I mean, again, I think I would have,
Heaney or Feeney?
No, it's Flexen.
I think Heaney would be a better pitcher.
And Heaney.
Oh, shoot.
Heaney with an H.
Got it.
But I mean, again, dude, I mean, I have more than enough confidence at this point in the Yankees offense, dude. I mean, they're going to have all the run support in the world. Between, like I really do, I would expect Gallo to just, when it rains, it pours at this point, dude.
Like get hot.
He's going to get hot. He's going to be cranking home runs. He's going to be hitting those doubles like he was when he first started. And to boot, we've seen what type of defense he could have in the outfield. And then, when you have Rizzo performing like he is, LeMahieu's going to be coming around some more. Judge, I mean, Barnes loves Judge, right, dude? Come on.
Oh, I mean, favorite player of all time. It's actually funny.
This is
and
his
I
weekend.
I'm sure she'll see this later. My mom was texting me last night and saying, oh, here he goes again, because I guess Judge struck out. And I was like, listen, Mom, like, I understand.
Oh, wow, the mom.
I understand he does it a lot, but at the end of the day, the goods outweigh the bad. And I know you agree with that, Tony.
Oh, absolutely. Did your mom get tight?
No, she said understood.
Understood, yeah.
So, but I appreciate Mom tuning in, and she's a loyal Yankee watcher. Her and my dad have been really watching almost every game.
Nice, dude.
So they're into it, and we appreciate their support on the show, of course. And just looking at this, just trying to make sense
looking for sponsorships
of what we
LA
would
Barnaby.
see.
LA Barnaby.
I got him. Hey, you never know. With Heaney, going month by month, his lowest ERA for a month is 4.84 this year. So it's like, where is this like optimism coming from?
Again, dude, I mean, I don't have answers for you for that one. I can't think of it. I mean, why? Like, what? I could not imagine the need for him for his addition. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, really one of the worst moves, like a Steven Drew type of move.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, where are you gonna put him?
Yeah, and the fact that you have younger guys in the minors that you give a chance, like it's like I know Garcia's struggling, but I think he can do better than Heaney.
I don't know. I think you're a little too.
But Heaney's 4 home runs in 4 innings. I mean, he can't at least go 4 innings and give up 2.
He could. No, yeah. I mean, Heaney's a bad example, I guess, too.
Yeah.
But
all right, but yeah, I think Slugfest Saturday.
Oh yeah,
Sunday, 105 on Yes. I think we're getting an old-fashioned pitchers duel. Kikuchi versus Gill. This is like a 2-1, 3-1.
Oh yeah, dude. I think I want to say it was against the Yankees the last time we talked about Kikuchi.
Yeah.
Dude, the man's got good stuff for sure, and then we've seen what Gill could do. I mean, I would expect him to have as good as an outing as his last one,
Yeah, just because the Mariners, I mean, they struggle to score.
Right.
They just have I don't know why his name is it Haniger. Yeah, Haniger, and then I guess Seager can run into one every now and then, and then you do have Kelnick, who did homer last night.
Right.
But really been inconsistent this year. I mean, had a terrible stretch, like a 2 for 50 almost, like pretty bad.
Yeah, dude.
So I mean,
over there.
You really think a 4-game sweep though?
Yeah, I do.
Michael?
Yeah.
So I mean, that will put some distance between them and the Mariners. Get them off their back a little bit, and then Red Sox. I mean, you're losing to the Tigers. I have been calling this about the Red Sox not being a little overrated here.
That's true, dude. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. I think they're gonna bounce back though.
Michael, I can see it in your eyes, Michael.
They're not gonna be this bad consistently for the rest of the season, dude. No way.
Dude, they were supposed to be bad. They played over their head. Their pitching is terrible, and I just feel like I like Martinez. I like Devers. and I like Bogarts, but it's like the rest of the lineup. I guess Schwarber's coming back, but he's missed so much time.
True.
He's switching to the American League for the first time in his career. You can't just guarantee he's going to step up and hit 10 home runs the rest of the season.
I guess you can't guarantee it, but I mean, you'd expect some good play from him. I mean, they have Hernandez as well. Kike's been doing decent. Hunter Renfroe.
Yeah, please stop. Please stop. Christian Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez has been playing pretty well.
Matt Barnes. I mean, come on.
You lose. Good day, sir.
But I guess time will tell, Tony, no?
Yeah, no, time will tell. We'll see, dude.
Exciting race in the American League East. So let's get it done. Let's keep going. Let's keep the good times rolling, dude. Yankees. That being said, we got to do it, Tony. I'm sorry. Marlins 4, Mets 2 yesterday. What the hell happened?
Well, they lost, Barnes. No, it's a shame because, I mean, you look at someone like Richard Hill coming out there, pitching 5 innings, giving up only 3 hits, 1 run, which was an unearned run via Conforto's error out in the outfield. Only 1 walk, 3 Ks, no decision. We've kind of seen that trend so far with when Hill is starting. They don't in 5 innings and that's it. But I mean, 5 decent innings you get out of him, honestly, which was good.
Yeah.
I mean, no earned runs. Come on, dude.
What happened then?
Familia happened, dude. Give up 3 runs in the 8th, I believe, and then to boot, the lack of offense by the Mets. I mean, yeah, you had Villar 2 for 5, Smith 2 for 5. Almora was in there,
when
3 for 5.
Almora get on the team? I feel like I missed that one.
Well, he's been up and down all year.
Okay, but not a ton of playing time, or
no, not a ton.
Former
especially
Cub, right?
between former Cub, especially when because we had him in the outfield a lot. He was the one who tried to catch a fly ball, ran into the outfield wall.
Oh, okay.
Concussion, out for a little while.
Canseco, how are you?
Exactly, dude. But no, he's a good player. He's a good outfielder. He's fast, but I mean, just the lack of offense being produced. 8 for 36, 10 strikeouts.
It's pretty sad.
Javier Baez was 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts.
What do they call that? The 5 strikeouts?
Golden sombrero.
No,
that's 4.
Platinum, is it?
Maybe it is platinum.
Something. I don't know the exact terminology.
Golden.
Yeah, you said 8 for 36, 10 Ks, and how many left on base?
Do you really want to know?
He knows. He already knows.
31, dude.
I swear to God, I've never heard of that many.
I think they were 1 for 6 yesterday with bases loaded.
Oh.
And I think I mentioned a stat yesterday, which I saw during the broadcast. I think they're like, I don't know, I forget what it was, maybe like 13 for 90 or something like that.
This season. Right.
With bases loaded. Come on, dude.
Dude, it's pretty pathetic.
Just a lack of offense. I mean, I mentioned Javier Baez, he had that couple good games where, he showcased his array of talents, but I think he's batting like 160
since he came over.
Just came to the Mets. So obviously you're not getting the production out of him that you want.
But I mean, to boot, I would say your concern can't really lie with Baez. It's about
no, not everyone.
Because I think you agree, Baez. I mean, I think anyway, the production is going to be there over the course of the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, like I said yesterday, I really do feel when Lindor comes back, like Baez is going to have a heightened level of play. He's going to be at second base instead of shortstop. He's going to be with his buddy, having a good time. Whatever, Mike,
What?
You can't be like, come on, dude. You're wearing the Mets jersey.
Yeah,
I'm
trying to bring good juju because I predicted a Subway Series.
You are patronizing.
And honestly, Michael, I'd like to just bring you in for a second here. I mean, if the push comes to shove, at the end of the day, what do you think's going on with the Mets, honestly?
I just think it's a lack of leadership in the clubhouse, Brian. And I think there's no real judge. There's no real
I'm sorry.
Gallo. There's no real leader in that dugout. I mean, we're talking years of this now, though, Barnes. It's not going to take a billionaire to do it. It's going to take God to change that franchise. So, I mean, I don't know if he's with the Mets. I think he's with the Yankees, and it's in the proof is in the pudding.
It is. It is. And it's sad to see because I just feel like, Cohen comes in, guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
Taking over the team.
Yeah.
And where's the team right now?
What happened during
he doesn't like to take any responsibility either.
And I just hate, he's billionaire this, billionaire that. And what'd you do during the the trade deadline. You really,
Yeah, I mean, Bias was a good move.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
that shouldn't have been the only move.
no,
No, you're totally right.
There should have been more.
I talked about it during our trade deadline.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I don't think Cohen is
Instead of your
necessarily
Twitter
the
fingers.
problem, though.
No, I don't think so. I think
It's-
it's a poorly constructed team, but
No, it's not a poorly constructed team. Okay,
Interesting.
it's a pretty well constructed team. However, the players
injuries, DeGrom not well managed. I think this is going to bite them in the future, Barnes, and maybe we could see
don't
him
think
in a
so,
Yankees uniform.
I think he might get sick of the Met way.
Yeah. I don't
and
think so,
want to be
dude.
a winner.
Yeah.
and go to the Yankees.
No, I would expect DeGrom to be a career Met, honestly. Especially at
think-
this point, dude.
You don't think
I
he's
mean,
tight though that they've shortchanged him on the contract? Like he hasn't made money the way he should be making money.
No, that's definitely. You're probably not wrong. However, I feel like if he wanted to leave the Mets, he would have left by now.
Well, maybe it looked promising before.
No,
Right.
no. it
And
didn't.
now it's like,
no, it didn't, dude.
But I do still think they're going to turn it around. And, that's why I'm wearing the Mets jersey, because I'm bringing my good juju. And they're going to turn around and they're going to make a run like the Yankees into the World Series and sadly get a gentleman's sweep.
And I mean, honestly, Tony, though, I mean, looking back here, from where they were, World Series, Royals to now, have they severely, underachieved to what you were expecting, 6 years later?
Honestly, being a lifelong Mets fan, I don't expect a lot, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say no. I mean, obviously, I would hope that they play better than they did the past 6 years. However, I'm honestly happy with where they are right now. I really am, dude.
And isn't it crazy though,
difference?
Michael? It's insane. Like I don't know the exact numbers, but I just remember a while ago, I think Carton and Roberts, they were going through like Yankees playoff appearances per decade in the Mets, and it's like the Mets never have like 5 years in a row.
Yeah,
Like, there's no extended runs at all. Like I'm saying that you have to. I mean, that has to get you.
Does it get me? I guess so. But again, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're a Yankee fan, obviously, lifelong. Excuse me. You're used to that, dude.
Yeah,
I start the season expecting them to start off really well and then taper off towards the postseason and not make it.
And I'm trying to think, since the World Series,
Honestly, though,
have they made the playoffs once or no? Just once?
just once.
And that was that wild card game the next season?
Yeah.
So the last, 4 years they haven't?
No.
This would be the fourth? 7, because they made it in 16.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are really good at math.
I mean,
I tried. The years fuck with me, and then the month.
and push comes to shove. What do you think the missing ingredient has been, over that time period?
Over that whole time
You
period.
mean over the past 50 years, Barnes?
No, but
No, but
specifically
past, like,
since they were in the World
Oh,
Series.
sorry.
I would say it was consistently healthy pitchers.
Okay.
I mean, and honestly, since then, I want to say our defense was always really shoddy.
And you think that came back to bite for most of the reasons why they haven't.
Yeah,
gotten to the
absolutely.
level.
But I mean, you look at this year, for the most part, our defense has been strong. It's been the strongest it's been in the past year, in past years, I should say. Obviously, I mean, consistently good, healthy starting pitching has been an issue. And then just our offense this year has killed us.
And I feel like, other than acquiring Baez, they've kind of had the mindset like the Yankees had all season of, well, our guys aren't producing, but they're good enough, so we're just going to stick with it.
I don't know. It's tough. And I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I wouldn't blame Rojas as much, dude. I mean, he seems like we've talked about him in previous episodes. I think he's a good manager, honestly. The players seem to like him. He's talked about his presence in the clubhouse, and so have the players. And they always talk about how he's very vocal. He's very positive. If anyone's ever down on themselves, he, obviously, number one rule is to have fun, whatever.
Right.
That seems to be his mentality. And, he also getting excited and ejected from games, defending his players. I don't think Rojas is the issue. I mean, at this point, I think the accountability has to be in the players, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. And I guess too, just trying to think, over the course of these years, I think it also is a case where offensively you haven't had, like your top 3 or 4 guys all have great years at the same time.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you think of Conforto, for example. 2 years ago, he was batting like 330.
Right.
And then last year, COVID season, whatever, he was like a 270, 260. Yeah. And now he's like betting like 210 or whatever it is right now. It's
So,
just bad, dude.
yeah.
But, so, and you think of 2 years ago, maybe Alonso had a good year, tapered off. Dom Smith had a good season last season, not having as good of a season as he is right now. McNeil's been good as of recent, but then, you see Nimmo kind of taper off a little bit. So like you said, they're not all like consistently hitting at the same time.
They haven't all season. Not
all
guys
season
have been hot at the same time. And I really think, we're just talking about offense. The only guy whose season you could say is acceptable is Alonso.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Offensively.
It's tough. I mean, I feel like Nimmo has had a good season so far, but
missed a lot of time.
Missed a lot of time with that injury. So that's tough. But I mean, especially since the All-Star break, even before then, Alonso has been pretty consistent all year round. So I mean, you gotta be happy with that performance. But
and I mean, what do you think? What's the path forward here, though? Moving forward, like you got the game tonight, but just in general too. I mean, what's the way? The lead is down to a half game. I think that's the lowest it's been all season. I mean, how do you get past this? I mean,
it's tough now with obviously the trade deadline being over. You can't really acquire anyone, right? So you kind of have to go with the lineup you have. I mean, the main issue, like I mentioned, is the offense. You have to fix the offense, and it seems like players are not confident at the plate.
You think more small ball is in play, possibly?
I mean, I feel like it always should be. I mean, you look at Conforto, especially, even Alonso at sometimes, Smith, McNeil especially, too. Sometimes they look angry, upset at the plate. It looks like they're looking for that big hack at the ball. They end up swinging underneath it, whiffing, swinging a ball out of the zone. Like I said, they look like they're not confident. And I think what you have to do going forward is give them that confidence. I think it's obviously easier said than done, but give them that confidence at the plate, and just take kind of day by day at this point. Forget about the standings. I think it was Hill yesterday who said it really well, that between them, the Phillies and the Braves, it's going to be a tight race to the end right now.
Right.
So just forget out the standings. Just take it one game at a time. Make a game plan day by day and execute that game plan to the best that you can. At this point, you can't have your mentality be a factor.
Now, I mean, I think really this weekend is huge. I mean, this really sets the tone for the rest of the Phillies. So you're in Philadelphia, 3-game set tonight. It's Stroman versus Gibson, 7:05 on SNY. Gibson's had a nice year. Came over from Texas. So I mean, what do you see happening here?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be a good pitching matchup. Stroman and Gibson are both contact hitting pitchers. Stroman, I mean, he's been good for the season, right? I think his ERA is like a 2.6, maybe 2.8, maybe. I don't know.
I think of maybe 2.8.
I mean, he's been good, right? But it's, I don't know. We've seen him struggle. Obviously, like I mentioned, he's a contact pitcher. He relies heavily on his sinker and slider. He has a 50% ground ball rate, which is his lowest of his whole career, actually.
Right.
And it's funny because Gibson also has a 50% ground ball rate, which is the highest of his career. He's having a pretty good year for him.
Mm-hmm.
So Stroman and Gibson both seem pretty equally matched, honestly, at this point in the season. Do I think the Mets are gonna be able to hit? I don't think so, dude. Honestly, I really don't. It's tough. I mean, I don't know. I could not see them making the adjustment. I think they're into double plays. I think they're going to ground out a lot. I really do. I think it's going to be tough for them to make that adjustment. I feel like they haven't really seen that much this season. And then to boot, I mean, the Phillies are on like a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, they're hot. That stretch of the season.
Yeah, dude. They acquired Gibson. They also acquired Ian Kennedy. So from the Rangers, kind of bolstered their bullpen, which has been an issue for them a lot this season.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper, I think, is batting like 360 in this month. As of recently.
Not really a great season up to
right, exactly. But right now he's hammering the ball. So honestly, dude, I mean, it's looking a little tough tonight here for the Mets and for this weekend. But, obviously I'm pretty biased and I'm hopeful. So I'm going to say it's reasonable for the Mets to take 2 out of 3 this weekend, honestly.
Okay. And, so tonight specifically, did they get it done or no?
I'm going to give it to them tonight. I'm going to give Stroman a little bit of a bounce back outing here. He's been a little kind of teetering on the edge of mediocrity. Recently. He's not a high strikeout pitcher, right? But he's been known to get these 7 or 8K nights, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be one of those nights. He's gonna be getting some of those strikeouts. He's gonna be
get
Mets
Andy
need to get some fire.
to visit the clubhouse.
Andy Cuomo.
I don't know if that'll. I don't know if that'll
I think
help.
that'll make it worse.
Yeah, it'll make it worse.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I think they got to do the ball, and I think they almost need to do, because I saw this with the Yankees. Obviously, I'll be the first one to say all season they've struggled to score runs, and I noticed it turned around. All those guys go COVID lists, and these AAA guys come up, and what did they do? We had Adora bunting, we had guys going hit and run,
right,
and hitting against the shift, and I think that's the easiest answer. Conforto, stop trying to hit homers,
right?
You know what I mean? I think that just going for singles, I think that's the Mets' path out of this.
Of course, yeah, a little more maybe of a fundamental approach to this weekend, and like you mentioned, we have a lot of fast guys. Between Villar and Baez and even McNeil. I mean, bunt guys into position, steal some bags, and then bring them home. I think it'd be as simple as that. But I mean, the execution has to be there, and that's where it comes down to. It's going to be tough, I think, especially too for the Mets bullpen, because the Phillies, as of late, have made a lot of late runs in games, and they've had a lot of big clutch hitting. I think they just came back against the Nationals, right? In the 9th. I mean, they have a lot of clutch hitting, especially down the stretch of the game. So it's going to be a test for the Mets all around, for sure.
And I think, I would put Drury, start him every game, and bat him 3rd or 4th. Like, get him in the middle of this lineup. He's your hottest hitter. And then, honestly, when Conforto plays, really, like, show him he's got to step it up here. Bet him 9th. Bet the pitcher ahead of him.
Sure,
honestly,
dude.
Because, I mean, he's killing rallies. So, I don't know. Just maybe that'll
what I noticed?
kind of wake him up.
What?
I noticed that ever since they fired that batting coach, it's been downhill.
And I think Prefer agrees. Yeah. Honestly. But I am going to say, just looking at this series. So tonight, it's hard for me to get there. But I'll give it to him somehow, some way. Maybe a Drury, walk-off homer, give him 3-2. We got tomorrow, 4:15, Suarez versus McGill. McGill, after probably his worst start of the season last week, I think he has a good outing here.
I think so, too.
So I'll give him that one to another, 4-3, 5-4. And then Sunday, Wheeler versus Walker. I think that could get ugly.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I was thinking the exact same thing. I mean, we've seen Walker kind of struggle time and time again now.
He's close, though.
That's what they say. But I mean, he's mentioned the issues he's going through. It's a confidence issue. It's bad, pitch selection. Which, I mean, especially that is going to rely on himself kind of fixing it. And we said, maybe the last outing was a bounce back one. It kind of wasn't. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, though. I'm going to say this: he's due. Law of averages. Let's go.
Law of universe.
Law of universe. United States of Barnes. I think even a sweep to say is not out of the question.
Wow.
You look for the sweep. You're happy with 2.
I mean, and then if you get the sweep, you're 3.5 up again. So
right. And depending on how the Braves play,
right.
We'll
pressure will be off you a little bit. To boot, Michael, out of these 3 games, how many of the Mets winning this weekend?
Sweep. Bring the brooms.
Really?
Let's go, Michael.
Start the rally train.
You think the offense gets going?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think it's going to be tight, nail biting.
No, I don't think so.
For sure. I think we're in for the best baseball we've seen all season, honestly.
That being said, so? I mean,
come on, dude. This is
let's
it.
Go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
If not now, when?
If not now, then when, dude?
If not then, when? Hen.
If not when, hen, then
let's
now.
switch over here to we got some NFL. Like we did mention yesterday, we did start the preseason with the annual Hall of Fame game from Canton, Ohio. Obviously,
did you watch?
I saw some highlights. I mean, the Yankees are on, dude. And I was at softball. Come on. The Steelers did defeat the Cowboys 16-3.
Conforto.
And we did
never gonna make it.
Got him.
We did see Najee Harris, first round pick of the Steelers, former Alabama running back. Get in there. But they do win 16-3. So just, nice to have football back. And before we know it, the regular season will be starting. I was going to ask you guys this question yesterday. I'm just kind of curious what you think. And they're talking about Prescott now. What a weird thing to say. His shoulder injury is more of a baseball one under his armpit, but he's expected to be ready for week 1. That sounds like a Brian Cashman type of comment.
Yeah, what do they mean by it's more of a baseball type of injury or
shoulder throwing injury? But I guess he's expected to be ready by week 1. I think that means he's out for week.
You know what? That's kind of a dig at baseball players. It's like it's just a baseball injury. Don't worry about it. He'll be ready.
But I'm just kind of curious. Push comes to shove. Who's having a better year this year? We saw the Steelers lose some of their key guys. I mean, obviously they did bring back Smith-Schuster.
Big year from the Steelers.
I think it will be, dude.
Big year from Big Ben.
Who has a better season, though, the Cowboys or the Steelers?
Well, if you're asking Jerry Jones here, it's probably
Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
Honestly, I think the Steelers. I think they're going to have a little bit more of a, last season they were a little bit more of a one-trick pony type of team. They didn't really have much of a offensive tool other than just passing, So I think you're going to see them, maybe Roethlisberger, scramble.
Roethlisberger.
I mean, and this is probably the swan song for Roethlisberger.
Yeah, it probably is, dude.
He looks good. I think he's coming back ready to go.
How old is he now?
39.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was going to say 38, honestly. So
82. No, he is 39.
39.
He's 82?
39.
Yep. 82
years old. Oh my God.
What an old man.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the Steelers. What?
That was in unison. Like we both said at the same time.
Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
You don't notice that kind of stuff.
No, I didn't notice that.
But you're saying Steelers better year. Is it another Cowboys like 8-8? Just
yes, absolutely, dude.
Who's winning the NFC East?
Giants.
Michael, please talk some sense into him.
No, not the Giants.
Washington football team?
Well, first, Steelers or Cowboys?
Steelers, dude.
Okay.
Big Ben is coming. Dude, he's going to have a good year. If you guys are doing fantasy football, I'd say have your backup quarterback.
Okay.
What was that, dude?
Have him as your backup quarterback.
And then number 2, who's winning the NFC East?
Come on, dude.
The Washington football team.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, first career playoff appearance.
Yes.
Fat chance, dude.
At 39 years old.
Fat chance.
Wow. Okay.
Fat.
And then just some other things here. Colts are expecting Wentz to return closer to the beginning of the 5 to 12 week timeline. Like I said, I mean, he's missing 5 games at least.
Foot, right?
If it's not this, it's that. And we see this with this injury-prone players, and it's just like in the NFL, you can't mask an injury-prone player.
Right.
No.
It doesn't go away.
It just doesn't.
It just doesn't.
And if it's not that, it's this,
Exactly.
It just doesn't go away.
Never.
Packers, I guess, apparently have agreed to trade Aaron Rodgers after this season if he still
outta here.
wants a trade. But that was the agreement to get through this season. Do you guys think there's any way, either they win the Super Bowl or just, patch up things that he finishes out his career in Green Bay? Or do you think no matter what, see you later after this year?
See you later, alligator.
I don't know, dude. I think it depends on how they do this season.
No.
I mean, obviously he's looking to win, dude.
He's
Like
looking to
bottom
win.
line, that's what he's looking for.
I don't think he wants to be in Green Bay anymore.
He doesn't, but I think at the same time, if they win the Super Bowl, I really can't see him walking away.
Neither can I,
can.
But then again, he's kind of a little bit of a stiff. So
And it's like, I got you
Prima donna,
too.
dude.
Brett
He's
Favre
really
didn't
good.
get you too.
Oh my
If
god.
he'll be like, I got
Just
you
get
too,
over
Brett.
it, dude. The ego is just
No,
ridiculous.
I just don't like
Just-
it. And we've said this. He
always
doesn't
cuts you off.
take
Yeah, I know.
responsibility for not advancing further all these years with the Packers.
Right.
The one Super Bowl. He hasn't even been to another Super Bowl.
I know. It's coach's play calling or whoever else. It's never his own issue. And dude, honestly, I think he's gonna stay with the Packers though.
It's weird seeing him in a different uniform.
It's going to
It
be.
would be.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Yeah,
It would be.
That being said, also one other NFL note here. Texans believe Watson will end up playing for them this season, and there's other reports out there that they are not answering the phone for trades for Deshaun Watson. But I don't see how he gets through this legal situation.
There's like a phone specifically for his trade. Watson's trade phone's ringing. Don't answer
I think
it.
it's more.
Yeah, I know,
we'd
I
like to
know,
offer you-
dude.
Nope, we're not doing it. But
Nope.
push comes to shove. 2021 NFL season. Does Deshaun Watson take a snap from under center, Michael?
No.
Yes.
Wow. What if
Yes.
he's only does shotgun?
You look at his face right there. That's organic, though, Tony. That's organic. I mean, that's poetic justice right there. It really is. It really is.
Oh man, you gotta love it. Yeah, he's going to.
I don't think he got the joke, to be honest.
I think he did.
I don't think he did.
Actually, no, I don't
think he did.
But that's what made it funny. Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
But it'd just be interesting to see, what happens there. But I guess time will tell. And then we're just gonna do a little NBA here. So we did have some news here. So just today, this came down. Andre Iguodala has rejoined the Golden State Warriors. He was on Miami last year. Didn't really contribute too much. Some low point per game averages. Mike, do you think this is anything big, or he's going to be a very minimum role for the Warriors?
I think he's going to be a big part.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Max Kellerman before the show?
Seventh man, I'd say. Oh my God, I hate him. Seventh man, though. Like I'd say not seventh, like eighth.
Okay.
He's in
veteran presence.
Yeah, dude.
He knows the system.
Yeah.
And then also Kelly Oubre leaves the Warriors. 2 years, 26 to the Hornets. Do you think that's a good move?
I don't care about him.
I think he's terrible.
Me too.
It's 3-point shooting. Maybe if he just drove, did what, stuck with what he's good at, I would feel better about that. But I think he's trash.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be good with LaMelo.
And then how about your guy, Elfrid Payton, closing in on a deal with the Suns? Do you feel good about that?
Dude, I'm so happy that he won't be a Knick.
Do you wish him well?
Yeah, I wish him well.
No, you don't.
It's like the LeBron video.
Oh, so you don't then?
He was horrible. He's the reason why we lost the first round.
LeBron?
Alfred.
Well, yeah, because he was on the team. That's why. And then Lauri Markkanen, restricted free agent power forward for the Bulls, says he wants a fresh start to his career somewhere else. And the Bulls are strapped for cash after these moves this offseason. So me and Mike were talking about before the show. San Antonio Spurs, an international player. Pop loves these type of guys. I mean, I think it's a match made in heaven.
Are you asking me?
I mean,
asking. I mean, what's the difference?
What?
I'm looking for some type of answer, Tony.
Yes, dude. I mean, Spurs love their national players. It's a match made in heaven.
Wow.
You hit the nail on the head there, buddy.
I mean, anything to add to that, Michael?
No, I mean,
asking, what's the difference, dude? It's just.
Well, one thing I have to say, I mean, I guess he doesn't like how he was handled, but I just think they would have been better off. They would have been better off keeping him and not signing DeRozan.
Maybe.
Or you just think he needs that start?
He needs to come to the Knicks.
People are tight.
Who's this?
Lauri Markkanen.
Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, God.
So any other rumblings you're hearing on the NBA front?
I don't know, dude. When I ask Mike, it's like almost every player has to come to the Knicks. So I guess someone's bound to.
I mean,
right?
Are you hearing anything, Michael?
Dame? Knicks? Come on.
Nothing?
He's hearing nothing.
No, nothing right now. Other than the Knicks are going to be your Eastern Conference champions next year.
They said that?
A time traveler came back from 2022.
That's not funny.
Organic.
No, that was scripted as fuck.
Organic.
You wrote that down last night.
No, I did not. I would never.
And then also one other NBA note, former Knick great Willie Hernan Gomez has agreed to return to the Pelicans 3-year deal. I think this is a great move for them, especially after losing Steven Adams. I think he's their starting center.
Ew, he's horrible.
Really?
I don't like him. I never liked him.
Okay.
He's unathletic and he's not good at defense.
Comeback player of the year next year.
Oh my God, no way.
Wow. Somebody's tight.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. One other topic here. The world of golf. World Golf Championship. FedEx St.Jude Invitational.
I didn't know this was on the agenda.
A leaderboard update. And right now, at the very moment, if my screen ever refreshes, otherwise, I mean, hey, I guess I gotta just look at my phone, which is fine.
Your laptop
got some data.
You do,
not a problem. But right now, you're
got some data, not a problem. How many gigs you got a month?
Unlimited.
Harris, LA Barnaby account.
Harris
Sponsor.
English, 11 under par.
Jesus.
So he has a 2-shot lead over Ian Poulter. And looking down on the list here, of guys that were picked, I have to give you credit, Michael. Phil Mickelson, 5 under par, 6 shots back, but it's early. You would think he'd be 5 over by this point. So.
Oh, I'm telling you, he's coming back with a vengeance, and
those guys, there's no sustainability with any of those players.
You don't know.
And then you picked DJ, right?
Yeah,
4 under par, 1 shot back at him.
Let's go, dude. He was even yesterday too.
Nobody sustains.
So he's 3 under through 3, and then I had taken Brooks Koepka 3 under for today, even par yesterday, and low on the totem pole, Lucas Glover, 4 over par. I mean, it's just like when everybody's, putting up these good numbers,
right.
How are you 4 over?
Yo, what's up? I'm back.
Oh, Car's cool.
Do we know Car's cool? Can someone
Screen time
enlighten me?
Do I personally know him? No, he was, he started commenting on
Speaking of screen time, is it 6:30 tonight, Jim Carrey?
3 p.m., baby.
Oh, because
3 p.m.
It is 3 p.m.
Jim Carrey.
It is Carrey.
Yeah.
It's Carey, baby.
It's because it's the.
I just wish I could comment, but I don't want to ruin it for screen time.
No, please comment and be
No,
dick.
go ahead,
In
dude.
screen time.
Yeah.
Okay, not right now.
Yeah.
No,
You
no.
can call in from the office. So you go back to the office?
Yo.
Row.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that
row.
like supposed to be a call or something?
All right, dude. So this morning, right? ESPN just started airing ESPN 8, The Ocho again.
No worries, Carcool. We're doing screen time at 3 o'clock today.
It was moved, dude. It was moved tomorrow. Today. It's moved from yesterday to today, 3 o'clock, dude. Tune in, bro. So anyway, ESPN 8, The Ocho, dude. How do you feel about that?
Oh, God. Wait.
This is what I wanted you to hear.
I mean, when we're talking, Will Ferrell.
No. We're not talking Will
But I'm
Ferrell.
saying
We're talking ESPN 8,
relative
The
to that,
Ocho, dude.
I'm not that tight.
No. Relative to like the Olympics or the hot dog eating contest, where does ESPN 8 fall under? Because this morning I watched the World Cup of Foosball, and by God, was it entertaining.
But I feel like it's kind of level par with the Olympics, I would say. But like almost better in a way, just because the whole Olympic idea, kind of just gets me annoyed a little bit. So I would almost give it just a little notch up, Tony.
Are you watching ESPN 8? Are you tuning in? Maybe they have it on for a week, I think.
I've never watched ESPN 8, and I would rather watch bowling on ESPN than foosball.
Okay.
You big Pete Weber guy or no?
I do like Pete Weber. Was he my favorite bowler? No.
I feel like I don't see bowling on TV anymore. Is it on Fox now or something? Like
FS1.
Okay, so ESPN doesn't.
I don't think so.
They used to have that nice commercial.
I know. I always watched growing up ESPN Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. There was always bowling on, or like Stump the Schwab was on.
Dude, Stump the Schwab was a good show. Organic, too.
That was organic. That's for sure, dude. What's the conversation about today on Screen Time? It's Jim Carrey. Make sure you tune in.
Okay. So Jim Carrey, I will have a lot to say on the feed, but I think for Jay's sake, I'll just leave some comments, not video in, because I know that gets them going a little bit. You
can video in.
I'm kidding.
You can video in.
Yeah.
Video in. Just don't mention Rotten Tomatoes, dude, because it's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant.
It
No,
is
it's not,
relevant. I mean, you're telling me it means absolutely nothing, Tony.
With the way they have rated some movies, yeah, dude.
But
Mike Tyson fights on ESPN Classic. They did do a lot of boxing, billiards on ESPN Classic as
How
well.
about the old home run derbies from like the Willie Mays days?
Oh my God, yes, dude. I don't know why they got rid of the ESPN Classic.
Yeah,
that makes no sense to me, dude.
Budgeting concerns, I guess.
Oh, bullshit.
But Michael, before we close out here, I would waste on what we're talking, Rotten Tomatoes scores. But don't you think the problem is why almost Rotten Tomatoes should have more pull and value is I think sometimes we get like romanticized about certain movies. And at the end of the day, there's strong movies that are good, but others get a lot more buzz than they deserve.
Right. Because of marketing and.
Are you going to let them finish?
No.
Yeah. I mean, because of marketing and
the
the people loving that maybe type of, F9, maybe they're fans of that, or you know what I mean? It's stupid, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because Rotten Tomatoes is a fucking blog, okay? I like how this shit seems real legit. Haha. What other things do y'all stream on? Where's he commenting from? Twitch?
He's on Twitch. Hey, give us a hold on Twitch.
I don't know Twitch, but we stream on Facebook, YouTube, and
Twitter.
And also, I mean, I know you're not going to agree with this, Tony, but
I know you're not going to agree with this, Tony.
I just feel like my way,
which is the United States of Barnes,
critiquing movies is better because I only want the best. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch a mediocre film. And it's the same thing with, do I want a breakfast sandwich from Country Cow or do I want to get it at 7-Eleven?
Any breakfast sandwich from Connecticut is mediocre.
Whoa,
How about that?
you stop
Second
it.
of
Isn't that
all, dude.
ridiculous about Country
Dude,
Cow?
he's such a
Have you even
fibber.
had
Yes, he's
Yeah, I've had it
fibbing,
many
Barnes.
times, dude.
Barnes. He's making it's a Michael King thing.
No, it's not,
Yeah.
dude. No,
Yes,
it's not
it
at
is.
all.
I've seen him not talk and eat that and like kiss it.
I do that at every meal besides
No,
the
you
kissing
don't. No,
part.
you don't. You
Uh,
kiss this
I don't-
bacon, egg, and
we'll,
cheese.
we'll
the
definitely
sausage,
have
egg,
more
and cheese.
food conversation. And I might have already asked you this before. So if I did, my apologies. Push comes to shove. It's a Friday night. You're in New York. Where are you going to dinner?
Friday night on Staten Island.
Yes.
Am I already drunk?
You had 2 Trulies.
Oh. I don't know. It depends.
It's like
So many
dinner.
different
I'm not talking
places,
about
dude.
like, oh, we're going to Dutch's, like a sit down
Right.
dinner.
Well, my favorite restaurant on Staten Island. It's honestly tough because it definitely like fluctuates.
Right.
But for the most of it, I can just go to this place called the Manor House, and anything I get there is delicious.
Is it like kind of one of those quote unquote like American type of restaurants? Or
Yeah, it's like American Italian food. It's very like homey type of feel, very neighborhood type of restaurant.
oriented? So
Yeah.
family owned or
Family owned.
okay.
It's honestly it looks like a big house. First floor is the restaurant. Second floor is like a big like event center part of
Not to put you on the
Party
spot.
room.
Last question here. And
What do you
like
got,
I said,
dude?
we'll have more of a food review another time.
it. Yeah, dude.
But-
Hidden gems.
I
What do you-
could be here for hours doing this.
What's your entree and what's your drink from there? If you had to pick some.
Wow. So we're getting an appetizer too?
Yeah. Calamari?
Just one? Their calamari is good.
Calamari.
But no, honestly, their chicken wings are delicious.
That's your app.
That would be my app.
Buffalo, dry rub. What do they got?
It's a dry rub, dude. It is delicious. And they're like fried, like in the batter, too.
Okay.
They're fucking
All right.
delicious. And then I would say more often than not, sometimes I do get like a pasta dish somewhere, but more often than not, I get the stuffed burger.
Stuffed burger. What's on that?
Well, on
Burger
it
that's
is
stuffed.
is American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles,
Ketchup or no?
mayonnaise.
Oh, ketchup, mayonnaise. Yeah.
Ketchup, mayonnaise. And then
Ketchup, mayonnaise,
inside, so it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I get like cheese, peppers, onions, cheese, bacon, just cheese stuffed inside. Depends. But most of the time,
And
probably just
then-
cheese.
What's the drink?
They pour good Guinness there
A Guinness.
Yeah.
On draft.
on draft, baby.
Okay. All right. Michael, have you ever eaten at this establishment?
No,
I have not.
he does not. I should take him there though.
Take me anywhere.
I
I'll
want
take-
to. I
I'll
want to
take you
go
all
there.
go.
Honestly,
Oh,
'cause
dude.
Honestly, I think it's my fault. I haven't even been to Staten Island.
Mhm.
But I just think of the times I've went to the city, and really nothing stands out for me other than Carmine's. Honestly, I haven't
dude,
had
love
anything.
Carmine's.
I love Carmine's. I think Carmine's is, talk living legends. Carmine's is the best. That does look good.
That is the burger, dude.
But I haven't gotten anything else that I thought was that great, honestly.
In the city, I mean, I don't know. It's tough. I honestly don't know many like restaurants in the city.
There's got to be a lot of good
Arthur
ones.
Ave, though, I have been a lot of good spots. Mario's,
Mhm.
Amelia's, Dominic's, those places. Are good. Have you been there? or
It's
not?
the-
I've been there, yeah, but I have not been to any of those restaurants. to be
So
honest.
I think we got to have a downtime dinner on Arthur Avenue.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Matt, love
let's
that.
do it, dude. I'm
Let's
down.
do it. And I think eventually there's going to be DTV food somewhere in the pyramid.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
we're doing a show coming up. It's called Hidden Gems, where Tony's
Okay.
a host. He's on it, and
Yep.
we're gonna go like episode 1 will be pizza places, and we'll go run the mill on pizza places around this area. Hidden Gems.
It's gonna be rough, dude.
Nachos,
are we-
wings.
Fucking
Are we
bloodbath for
allowing
Connecticut
the
pizza.
Bacon, egg, and cheeses.
Are we allowing the sitting duck on the show?
No,
What's wrong with the sitting duck?
it's
dude?
not a hidden gem.
It's not a
Oh,
hidden gem. What's a hidden
boy.
gem? Dude?
A hidden gem is something that if someone
Name one restaurant around here. It's a hidden gem.
Little Goose,
Little Goose.
Yes.
Never even heard of it or been there.
hidden gem.
How can I know it's a
Barnes,
gem?
Barnes.
It sounds like it's just hidden to
Michael,
me.
I mean,
It sounds like it's hidden, dude.
I mean, he just doesn't get it. He's from Staten Island.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
All right, then I want to
And
host the show.
honestly,
You host the show.
What a well-versed show we had today. Covered a lot of topics. At the end of the day, though, what do we want to see the most? We want to see our New York baseball teams
Sweet.
take care of business this weekend. Let's go 6-0, Tony. Let's
6-0.
do it.
Fucking do it, baby.
6-0,
Let's
baby.
go.
First of the year.
To our loyal listeners, our bloodline, keep commenting, liking, subscribing. Everybody have a safe, fun weekend. We will see you mañana.
Adios.
Awesome.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our